Absolutely. Do not accept an offer from a buyer who has not been pre-approved by a reputable lender under any circumstances. And make sure that the approval is recent. With buyers becoming few and far between, sellers don't want to take their home off the market only to have the deal blow up 6 weeks from now. Finally, get sellers pre-approved. You don't have to wait. You don't want to have a deal blow up because the seller can't buy later. So what about buyers? For buyers who are seeking 100% financing where it is available, it will be more expensive, either in the form of higher rates or non-available seconds. This doesn't mean that for some programs, as in Community Home Buyer, that it isn't available. But for more expensive home, it's going to be difficult in many cases. With second mortgages cutting back, it's time to start thinking about getting PMI again. For many people, it's become tax deductible this year. Before a buyer gets too busy shopping, they need to take a look at their credit. In many cases, improvements to FICO scores can be had through just some minor changes to their profile. Finally, borrowers should go ahead and start collecting their paperwork. This includes all the traditional information like tax returns, bank statements, and pay stubs. This will always help someone to achieve the best possible rate. The reason checking credit is essential is that FICO scores are very important. There are some hard, fast lines in the sand when it comes to certain approvals, and the numbers we're looking at are 720, 680, and 620. Depending on the loan program, a certain score is needed, and without it, you can forget it. Exceptions are now basically non-existent. Proper credit repair and maintenance can be the difference between a homeowner and a tire kicker today. When you have control over the buyer, try to get them started on this process 3 to 6 months in advance. The difference this could make to them and to you is a home priced tens of thousands of dollars higher. In order to obtain the best price loan, let your clients know that they need to get their documentation together. Once we have it in hand, we no longer have to make estimates on what people can afford and qualify for. It will save them money and help them to buy more home. Now is the time not to go it alone. And it's not the time to refer the 3 lenders. Partnerships are critical to your success. Unfortunately, too many people became comfortable with the idea that everyone could get a loan and it wasn't important who a buyer got their loan from. Not today. You need one go-to lender who not only has product but who has also an expertise in underwriting and credit analysis, has a great credit repair partner, and is local and accountable. A loan officer from Quicken Loans or an out-of-state area lender really doesn't stand to lose much reputation if your deal goes south. I do. The news isn't all bad though, and there are future possibilities. Instead of focusing on what the media is harping on each day, think about the fact that subprime only accounted for a little over 12% of mortgage production last year. There's still massive opportunity. But I'm going to need to have you keep your head up and do things a little differently from now on. Whether you work with me or another lender, you need to have them involved from the very beginning with both buyers and sellers. We can present facts together that may be more compelling and also keep the fire under them. Now, for those who follow the steps I'm suggesting here, there's definitely profit for you ahead. However, you need a plan. Part of the plan includes educating your sellers regarding what's taking place today, not just in real estate, but in mortgages as well. Let them know what's on the horizon and obtain significant reductions. Make sure any buyer, while desirable, is properly scrutinized. By positioning the property appropriately, you can get it off the market and save marketing dollars. And by all means, Make sure your sellers get pre-approved. We don't want them to be the reason why they're unable to move. For buyers, many of the same rules apply. First and foremost, don't spend time showing them a home without checking them out first. This will benefit both you and the buyer. Even the best of candidates may have issues we don't know about. Also, keep in mind that investors are more important now than they were during the boom. Cultivate these relationships. They will be important. What I want you to leave here with is a plan to meet with not only your sellers, but also any buyers you may be working with as well. Have action meetings with them. Inform them of the current crisis and educate them in order to get them to act. When it comes to sellers, use me to find out what they are really willing to do under a worst-case scenario. When you find their dollar amount, market the heck out of it to other agents, letting them know you have someone who is hot to sell. I mean, really hot. Start to think of buyers as almost the same as listings today. Once you let them know that they may not be able to qualify in the future, they should be more motivated to act today. Get them pre-approved and keep them pre-approved based on the current conditions. Once you have them, direct them towards your realistic sellers. Also, be sure to communicate with other listing agents and make them aware that you have a real buyer. They'll let you know who it is that they're working with, who's hot to sell. Together, we can work through this and position ourselves to really succeed when this cloud lifts, ensuring great years ahead. My name is Perry Fernandez of thefernandezgroup.com, and I look forward to working with you. Contact me with your scenarios at 408-203-2437 or email me at perry@thefernandezgroup.com or visit me online at www.thefernandezgroup.com.